Good morning, and warm welcome to first public investor conference webinar of DelfinGroup. Today we are hosted by Didzis Ādmīdiņš, Chairman of the Management Board, and Kristaps Bergmanis, Member of the Management Board. Webinar will begin with the company's presentation, which will be followed by questions and answers session. You are kindly invited to participate by typing your question in the questions box, which can be found in the settings panel zone. Without further ado, I would like to hand over to Didzis and Kristaps. Gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Hello. Thank you for introduction. My name is Kristaps Bergmanis. I'm a member of the management board, and with this first public presentation of DelfinGroup, we will have a new wave of this kind of conferences as we will go further, and as we have announced our intention to go public for further quarters, we will handle the same kind of presentations, and so we will be more available to our investors, future and current investors, and we will present our case of DelfinGroup and our results. So presentation will be based on slides about our company, what we are doing, touching upon the products we are offering, and also incorporating things which have happened during those 6 months of 2021. And I will give floor to Didzis.
Thank you, Kristaps. I'm Didzis Ādmīdiņš, CEO of the company, and I will tell you about our company, what we are doing, and about our plans. So we are on consumer finance business, and our products are pawn loans, consumer loans, POS loans, or buy now, pay later product. And on the other hand, we are on retail business of pre-owned goods. So we are selling and buying pre-owned goods. We have a strong focus for good corporate governance, responsible lending, and also on ESG matters. So company is established in 2009, and in terms of revenue, at the moment we are second largest non-bank lender in Latvia, more than 250 employees. And the main brands how our customers know us is Banknote and Visa. There is the timeline of our development from 2009 when we opened our first pawn shop till nowadays. But here I want to stress out 2010. At the beginning we had a rapid growth, and at the end of 2010 we already had more than 50 branches. 2014 when we start to list our bonds on Nasdaq Riga, and 2016 when we start a cooperation with Mintos P2P marketplace. And yes, and this year when we announce our plans about IPO. Now I will tell you what our both brands do. First of all, Banknote. From Banknote, our clients can get all our current service, and they are pawn loans, and pawn loan is loan against collateral, and in that market segment we are the leading company in Latvia. And then secondly, it's consumer loans, and clients can get a consumer loan in all of our branches and also online. And basically consumer loans, it's a loan up to 5,000 euro, and in terms of a loan term, it's up to 60 months or 5 years. Then there is a retail of pre-owned goods. We are selling and buying pre-owned goods, and we have 3 main sources. When we sell these items, and they are from obligations of pawn loans when the clients didn't fulfill their obligations to pay back loan. And then there is a source when we buy directly these items from our clients, and at the moment we have strong focus on that. and also a good development. And also we are buying these items from third parties, for example, from internet shops. And also we have our own workshop, and also we are repairing these items. And by doing that, selling these items and buying them, and also repairing, we are extending the life cycle of these items. And by doing that, we are part of circular economy. And then the fourth is the buy now, pay later product. And let's go further. So we have also a wide branch network. Altogether, we have 93 branches and more than 40 in Riga. And we have a lot of clients which are using only offline channels, that means branches, and clients which are using only online channels. But we also have many clients which are using both online and offline channels. And we see a very good competitive advantage here. And that's a very good synergy, how we can use offline and online channels. Actually, we have a branch in every town or city where is more than 5,000 inhabitants. And in some smaller towns, we are the only place where clients can get financial services or buy electronic goods. Also, we are continuing to expand our branch network. And for example, this year we opened 4 new branches, 3 in Riga and 1 in Valmiera. So let's go further. The Vizia is our second well-known brand. Vizia is an online service provider, and its product is online consumer loan, installment loan. And Vizia used banknotes know-how and part of its infrastructure. And in corresponding period of 6 months, we had a very good development of Vizia in terms of revenue and also in terms of loan issuance. To continue with our organizational structure, as a joint stock company, we have a 2-tier organizational structure, which consists of management board and supervisory board. Management board consists of myself as a CEO, Kristaps Bergmanis and Ivars Lamberts. And this year we have a strong focus on corporate governance, and we had established a new supervisory board, and we had international competition. For that, we had 45 applications from 7 countries. And well-known Fontes executive search was involved in recruitment process. And across supervisory board, we have good competence of audit, banking, fintech, and other industries. And 3 of 5 supervisory board members are independent ones, according to good corporate governance principles. So I will give word to Kristaps.
Thank you. So I will follow with the financials, and these are the main financials. And here I would like to draw attention to gray area depicted in the slides, and this corresponds to COVID waves, and this has been of attention probably for all of us. And the loan issuance, we have tendencies here that we are growing. We will cover in next slide this one more, but here I would like to stress out that even during those COVID times, we have managed to stay profitable. So we done our best, and also we have grown in terms of our quarterly revenue. Yes, and issuance of the loans, it's most is a key element which we are following and which directly shows how we are operating. And here we can see 2 waves of COVID. The first one hit was the steepest decline in our issuances, but if we see at the second wave, so we have experienced that. It's in terms of consumer loans when we are offering products online, there is not so steep decline, but if you look at the pawn shop, as it is those services are provided offline, so there are restrictions and those affect ones. But what we see that after the wave has the COVID restrictions are lifted, there is a sharp increase, and also currently in the second quarter we see the increase both in pawn loan segment and also in the consumer loan segment. So for the consumer loans, the slide here, which I would like to point out, is that even despite COVID restrictions, we have increased our consumer loan portfolio by 10 million and over the year. And also non-performing loan ratios has been stable for us and at the level of 5%. For the pawn loans, as already mentioned, that as those services are provided offline, those issuance has decreased, and also the same has the decrease has happened to the portfolio, and those are the loans of the short period, and decrease in issuance directly reflects into the portfolio. What is good that in second quarter of this year, also as increased issuance, the portfolio also increases. And about our retail of pre-owned goods, so here I would like to point out that we have established internet shop, and there we have seen a substantial increase, and also slides that showed the Didzis. There was also picture of internet shop, and this sales increases. This has been good for us. Also pointing out to the drop in 39% for the quarter two, we have promotions, and this resulted in the sales revenue increase. In general, we look very positive about the pre-owned goods sector, especially talking about environmental issues. As before, the pre-owned goods segment was, and sale of pre-owned goods was more subject to economic issues, and as now we see that also sustainability issues are coming to our everyday life, and the retail of pre-owned goods especially covers this particular part, as we are extending the life cycle of the goods. And also for the financial ratios, we are following on daily basis. They are stable. Here we would like to point out return on equity. It has dropped, and this is as we are paying out dividends. So the on the net profit levels, this reflects the decrease from previous periods. And also, I would like to point out on the cost of interest-bearing liabilities. We have succeeded to decrease the cost as we financing, and this was mainly based on the good performance our Mintos platform, where we have one of the best ratings over the platform 8, and this helped us to reduce our cost of borrowing. I will pass further to this.
Thank you, Kristaps. So talking about our capital structure, we have three main capital sources. It's equity, Mintos, and bonds. Altogether, we have had 6 successful bond issues. 2 of them is already repaid. And in July this year, we issued 5 million bond. And it was oversubscribed 1.85 times, and for the first time we managed to decrease the interest rate under 10%, which shows that investors trust us. And still we are using Mintos, and if you are asking why we are using Mintos, then Mintos for us works some kind of credit line, because if we need additional funds, then we can easily get them, and if we don't need, we can pay back. And also, as Kristaps said, on Mintos platform, we have managed to decrease this cost of financing. So we have a good track record, good and real business case and good strategy, but we also pay dividends. And this year we have established a new dividend policy, which states that we will pay out dividends every quarter, up to 50% of quarterly profit, and additional annual dividends. And we trust that that will be one of the drivers which will have positive impact of our share value. This year we have published our targets for 2022 and 2024, and in terms of credit portfolio, our plans is grow to 70 million euro, and in terms of profit before tax to 12.9 million euro, and to continue pay out dividends. And these targets are based on assumptions that IPO process is successful, and we will raise 10 to 15 million euro. So basically, thank you. This is all of our presentation, but now we will be happy to answer any questions.
Didzis and Kristaps, thank you for the presentation. Let's proceed with the questions received before the webinar. A kind reminder to those who haven't yet submitted their questions, you can still do it in the questions box in the settings panel zone. So the first pre-received question. The planned growth of DelfinGroup over the next few years is very rapid and exceeds the growth that has been achieved over the last few years. How is the company planning to achieve this rapid growth over the next few years, even though such rapid growth was not achieved during the last few years?
Okay, thank you. I will cover this. It's quite an understandable question, and of course, it's a composition of things how we will achieve our targets. And first of all, we have done a good homework, and we have done a lot of things. And also our recent track record shows that the homework was done quite good. And also we have plans what we already have in our pipeline, and we have new products in our pipeline, and we will develop them. But also we have done good homework by decreasing the cost of our financing, and we have done good homework in our corporate governance, and also we have done good homework in improving our management team, and we see that we can fulfill our strategy and also fulfill our targets. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question. The financial sector in Latvia is quite competitive. In your opinion, what are the main competitive advantages of DelfinGroup that allow the company to outcompete other market participants, add clients, as well as protect the business from competitive attacks?
So I will cover this one. So as we see that what stands out from competitors is that we have this combination of pawn shop branches, and also online segment of consumer loan lending. And these two together brings us competitive advantage. We can serve clients both offline and online, and they are clients who are using both of those channels. And also the branch network all over Latvia has for us visibility, and we are having the presence in the market, and this is valued by our customers.
Thank you. Now let's proceed with the questions received during the webinar. So the first one, how do you see the future of physical pawn shops? How active is this business niche in Estonia, Lithuania, and in Western Europe?
Okay, thank you. I will cover this one. The future of physical pawn shops. For example, last year we introduced the service that a client is able to fill application for pawn loan in our web page, and just to finish the service in our branch. And of course, in the future, we see that new technologies will come also in this service. But I think that pawn shops will remain because it is needed for society, because in many situations it works very well to our clients. And also we see that part of retail of pre-owned goods where we are buying the items directly from our clients, and our strategy is to expand this part of our business, and that will also help to develop pawn products. And if we talk about how this niche works in Estonia and Lithuania, actually in both of those countries, pawn shops are quite similar, and they are there. But the market is not so good developed as in Latvia, because there are not so large networks, but still they are there, and they are working in Estonia and Lithuania quite good, and also in other European countries.
Thank you. Next question. How is the DelfinGroup performing when compared to competitors?
So if comparing to competitors, we could just go to one slide we have also produced, and this one is our metrics to the consumer market and also pawn market. And here we can see that over the years we have grown our market coverage. In 2018 we have 5% of the market, and currently in 2020, according to the data, we already have 10% of the total consumer loan portfolio. And so we are growing, and this I think the best depicts how we are doing against customers. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question. Does DelfinGroup currently has any plans to expand to other Baltic countries?
Thank you. I will cover this one. Of course, we know what is going on other Baltic countries and other European countries, but at the moment we are focusing on Latvia, and that's according to our strategy, and we will keep to our strategy right now. Also, we see that Kristaps just showed you how we are looking against our competitors, and you see that still there is a lot of work to do in our home market, and we see that we can grow our credit portfolio on both our segments in Latvia. Thank you.
Next question. Do you have specific targets for annual dividend yield in terms of percentage with respect to share price?
So what we have seen so far, comparing just competitors and to the whole market, that dividend yield from 6 to 8 would be the one which would be attractive for our potential investors.
Thank you. All questions are answered. Recording of the webinar will be available on the Nasdaq Baltic YouTube channel and in company's announcements. Gentlemen, thank you for the presentation and for answers given. Participants, thank you for joining. Until next time.